What if a solar flare actually sank the Titanic? What if? Just when we think we know everything about everything, we come back to the Titanic, the unsinkable ship, and the giant iceberg. It was the king of the world, by the way. Along comes a fascinating new research that raises big questions about what really transpired on the fateful night of April 14th, 1912. Did a weather fluke from space, i.e., a solar flare, actually cause the Titanic to sink? Well, a new study's key findings is that the Northern Hemisphere was in the grips of a moderate to severe magnetic storm at the time, and it's just being released. It might not be an iceberg. Here's the paper, a possible role of space weather in the events surrounding the Titanic disaster, by Mila Zinkova. Now, she has published many works over the last decade on alternative hypotheses. Did a solar flare sink the Titanic? Well, her new study suggests that that's exactly what happened. The rescue ships went to the wrong area. The ship located itself in the wrong area. And thousands of people perished because of a solar flare that happened on the same day. It's a matter of just a few minutes. They heat material to many millions of degrees and release as much energy as 1 billion megatons of TNT. That's what happens during a solar flare. And if it happened 100 years ago, well, it would be a mirage where they were. This is a paper in 2018 by Zinkova, The Enigma of the Arctic High and a Cold Water Tongue of the Labrador Current. She wasn't convinced that it was currents that caused the ship to go off course, but in fact, now a solar flare. There it is. There's the Titanic before it sailed in all its glory. And it makes intuitive sense that the hottest thing in the solar system experiencing extreme reactions to swirling and challenging magnetic fields could potentially disrupt the ship. Well, it would actually disrupt all of the magnetic compasses at the time and any way that they could navigate. So, the evidence is with her that the role of space weather is far more important than stupid people looking at compasses. If the compasses were all looking in the wrong direction, which they're showing, and everyone went to the wrong place, well, bad things definitely happened. And we know what happened on that fateful night. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance as we enter the magnetic excursion. Similar events that grounded or sunk the Titanic will be sinking your future. Be safe. We love you. That's a boom. To Titanic knowledge. It's huge. It's like as big as this ship. Click on a square to gain more knowledge. Be safe.